Hello everybody, this is Amar Payton, and I like listening to music. And this song I also really liked. This song that I'm reviewing here is Little Limbo's new song, Drop Him. Now, if you haven't heard Drop Him, you definitely need to, because you definitely have had, you've had weeks to check this song out. If you haven't heard it yet, that's your own fault. By the way, Little Limbo is one of my favorite underground Christian rappers. Just putting that out there. He's definitely one to watch. I put out a YouTube video on my personal YouTube channel like a year ago, talking about how people need to start listening to him, and he's growing now, and I'm really happy to see him succeeding. But anyways, this song Drop Him, which also of course is mixed and mastered by his producer, whose name is Qbox. From the beginning, I'm really impressed. I'm impressed by Qbox because it doesn't start off with Limbo just rapping he's not like Trey God, where he's just gonna go at it 2 seconds in. The beat comes in, and it comes in a very unique way that I haven't really seen Qbox or a whole lot of artists doing. It's really hard to describe. You have to listen to it for yourself, but it does something very unique with the percussion and with the bass that I really admire. I really just feel like Qbox just totally showed out on this individual track. And then once Limbo starts rapping, he doesn't really let up. This is full on energy, and that's really my favorite part about this song. Limbo has done some singles like this before, which are actually my favorite songs by him. I'm trying to think of the names. Banished Prince. You have Strap, which was by that was a collaboration between him and another producer. I believe his name is Axton or Aiden. What I really like about this one is that the energy is so sustained for so long. While yes, Banished Prince does run at a similar runtime to Drop Him, there's just something about the persistence that really shines in Drop Him. It's really, really awesome. I love seeing Limbo just go out with these high energy songs, because not a whole lot of artists are putting out songs with this high energy. The only thing that I think is comparable to it that I can think of from the major artists would maybe be Underdog Freestyle by Holvey. But also, Holvey has a lot more of a casual, I'm just chilling and having fun vibe. Sort of like I viewed that song as the Christian version of What's Poppin' by Jack Harlow. But Drop Him is just very intense, high energy. I was actually listening to this song with a friend of mine. He goes by the rap name Blue Menace. He puts out rap songs every once in a while. And we were driving, and I played it, and we were literally just headbanging the whole time, just because of how high energy the track is. That's what I really appreciate out of this song. It's a song you can just put on and just rock hard and party. You don't have to worry about, and then it's not there are any crazy flaws in the song either. There aren't really that many flaws with the flow. The production is crisp and clean. There isn't really anything to complain about from this song. The only thing that I can think of is maybe I feel when the beat comes in, it's not nearly as intense as some of his other songs, like Banished Prince. And I think that Strap, it's not as intense as Strap either. But the interesting thing about Strap is I don't think, in my opinion, it was as well produced as Banished Prince. And it's Drop Him is definitely better produced than Banished Prince. While Qbox did have a little bit of minimalism, there's definitely something to be said. And I know this from when I do my mashups personally under the name DJ Soda Can, that there's definitely something to be said for less is not a little bit less than what you think might be right is sometimes better than more than what you think is it might be right. And Qbox really knew how many layers to put into the song. You don't need to go all out and have in a whole bunch of random crazy sounds to have a really glossy audio experience. This is just a really gritty, a really raw, just Christian rap rage track, which is really similar to what we saw out of Holy Rager, really similar to what we saw out of Mosh Pit Mob, except this is a solo track. And I think that Limbo solo tracks, especially when it's rage, are just unique. I feel like they're a lot more hard hitting. He's a lot better when it comes to his hitting the flows on the beats and the other rappers, in my opinion. And I do think that a lot of that is just because he has a lot more experience. But still, I think it's something that needs to be said. So, when it comes to Drop Him by Little Limbo, I think that I'm going to have to give it a 9 out of 10 just because it's so good and so replayable. It's been sitting very close to the number 1 spot in my top 40 weekly chart playlist for a while, just because I've been listening to it so well. A lot of times the songs that get to the top of what I typically listen to is typically because they're a good song, but they're short and they're too short. So I just play it again. But this song, it is the perfect length. It's not a song where it's oh man, it's only 90 seconds long. This song is 2 minutes and 30 seconds long, and I still feel like at the end of the day, I can't get enough of it, which is awesome. So anyways, guys, go stream that song up, because I think it definitely deserves more plays than it has right now. But anyways, I really enjoyed this song. The beat was top notch. The rapping was top notch. It's just a really fun song. You can just put on and just have a good time to get all hype, get into crackhead energy mode. I don't know. But this is definitely a song that you guys should be listening to. This definitely should be the Christian rage track of the summer, if not of the year. So hope you guys enjoyed this song. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of I Like Listening to Music. Honestly, I really appreciate the fact that you guys made it this far through the episode, care enough about both me and the music that I listen to and these artists to check out their music and check out my podcast, because I'm really trying to shed a light on some underappreciated music, underappreciated artists, and underappreciated music by artists that you might know of, which might, give a little bit of an insight on the next music that I will be reviewing. I'm really excited about some of the songs and albums that I have coming up to review, but I kind of have to have that little veil of secrecy. But in the meantime, if you want updates on the podcast and my playlists and things like that, follow me on Instagram. It's at I Like Listening to Music. So, and don't forget to follow Little Limbo on Instagram. I think it's at Little_Limbo_gang. And I believe that he has a YouTube. I'll have to double check and see if he has a YouTube. If he has a YouTube, I will be putting that link inside of the description. And of course, as usual, I will be putting in links so that you can stream this song in the description. This is Amar Payton, and I like listening to music.